As an entrepreneur, have you ever wondered why you seem to be just stagnating and things aren't just breaking through and getting the results? Maybe you look back at a year ago and you don't see a major change in your business, or maybe you have and you think you could get to the next level faster. You're at the right place. Hey, it's Gary Coxe, business and life strategist, and I'm going to share with you 5 things that I'll guarantee you, if you understand them, you will be able to figure out the bottlenecks or the constraints or the stumbling blocks keeping you from getting to that next level in your business. I've always understood that knowledge is power only if you use it. So I'm going to give you this knowledge where you'll be able to identify where your bottleneck is, and it can be a game changer for you. And if you would like this in more detail, I have an incredible mastermind. It's my luxury mastermind. I take you in my jet. We go down to Sandals Resorts in the Bahamas for an entire day, and this is all the stuff that we talk about. But of course, because we're together face to face, we go ahead and customize things for your specific business, and we limit it to only about 6 or so people. So it's very intimate. It's not cheap, but boy, I tell you what, you will get the return on your investment. All right, so let's get started. I love acronyms that make things easy to remember. The first of this acronym is the word STORM, if I can spell it right. Okay, STORM. First one is the S, and it is systems and processes. Systems and processes. You should have systems and processes like crazy to make things smoother. I remember one of the conversations I had with my billionaire mentor, and one of the keys to their success with 20,000 employees are systems and processes. Here's something I tell people to start off with regards to systems and processes. Create systems and processes at your house. You got to go to the grocery store, right? Let's say if you go to the grocery store, maybe you order some stuff online. I have a system and process. Anytime I think about something I need, I have a app that I pop into my phone with whatever it is I need, and no matter who I have connected to that, if I have somebody getting my groceries or it's me or whatever, when I go to the grocery store, I never have to have a list. I never have to remember what it is I need to get, because all I got to do is pop it up. It's right there. All I have to have is the discipline. And the reason many people don't do systems and processes is, number one, they don't have the discipline. The business is controlling them. They're a slave to the business. They haven't appreciated the importance of slowing down. It's going to cost you to take the time and figure out and create a process, and then you'll speed right back up. It's no different than, say, you don't know how to type, or maybe you do 30 words a minute, or maybe 40 words a minute, and you're just doing the pecking thing. And I say to you, hey, there's this thing called the home row, and if you learn to do the home row and you master it, you'll be able to do 60 or 70 words a minute. So at 40 words a minute, you give it a try and you go, oh my gosh, okay, this is the home row. I'm barely doing 15 words a minute. This is ridiculous. It's only because you haven't done it long enough, but you do it long enough and it will make your life so much easier. All right, the next thing is T, and I could go a day just on systems and processes. Team. What kind of team do you have? Do you know how to hire? What's the culture? You need to hire people based on your culture. If you have a culture of excellence, then you're looking for people who have that type of attitude. If you're in a service-based business where your people are in contact with humans face to face, then what kind of person do you have that you're hiring? Are you hiring somebody that's grumpy? I had one lady that used to work for us, and I got a couple complaints from people that she's just so rude, she's got to go. Not part of the culture. You give them a try, and if you can't change the people, you change the people. Let's go to the next one. Would be your O for offer. Offer. What's your offer look like? How presentable is it? If it's a restaurant, is it very presentable? Is it something online? Is it something that's irresistible? Can you add more value? What are ways to add more value? Many times I think the problem when people hear the word add more value, they think, well, I'm going to give them this and I'm going to give them this and I'm going to add this. But one of the biggest things in value that people forget is this one thing in 2 words: customer service. Listen to this closely. Do you realize there is over 1 million restaurants in the United States? But take a guess, out of the 1 million plus restaurants in the United States, how many of them have a Michelin 3-star rating? That is like the top rating a restaurant can get. Out of over 1 million restaurants, there are only 13 that have enough excellence and customer service to be warranted that 3-star Michelin rating. So I ask you to ask yourself, if you think you're better than the over 1 million restaurants, what is your customer service? That's the value. See, because when you get a star rating from Michelin, your prices can immediately go up in your restaurant. And this is why people think, well, you know, I want to throw this in, I'm going to give them this, I'm going to give them this. But if your customer service sucks, then there's no way your offer can be that good. And if it is all these great things you're adding, sooner or later, you're not going to get repeat business, you're not going to get word of mouth, because the back end, the customer service part, stinks. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's see, we are at R, revenue. We gotta have revenue. That is done through sales and what? Marketing. I remember years ago when I got into this industry, more so on the speaking end, and I wanted to learn quickly, I wanted to get results faster. So one of the first things I did is I found somebody who was well known in the industry, and I asked them this question: what is the difference between those who make it and those who don't? Here was the answer. Profound answer. And it's an answer that people are weak at. Many times they know this better than this. The answer is, she said, if you don't market, you won't make it. So marketing strategies, and I could go on for days and days on marketing strategies. I love marketing. In fact, when people go on my luxury mastermind, I tell them I will be able to show them within the first 2 hours of the mastermind or less in time, I'll show them how to get 3 to 5 times the value of what they invested just in marketing strategies, where they end up with tens of thousands of dollars of worth of things that they can give away to customers to create more customer loyalty that costs them nothing. So be a master of this. In fact, unfortunately, if you're not careful, you will spend more time on all of this than you will on this. This needs to be 70-80% of your time and your company's time, especially for the first maybe 1 to 3 million. All right, then the next thing is M, the most important. Without this, you can't have any of this, and that is mindset. The psychology. And here's one thing that you have to get and ingrain in your mind. Success does not adjust to your personality. You have to adjust to it. So when I meet with my clients in the Bahamas, the first part of my conversation is I let them know that success does not adjust to your personality, you adjust to it. Which means the reason you're here, your thinking got you here. The way you think now will not get you to the next level, and that's why you hired me. Which means throughout the day, I'm gonna be listening to things like, well, that's not my personality, change it. I don't like doing that, change it. This is not the way I do things, change it. When you say things like that, that's mindset. This is all mindset, and a lot of times we think mindset is, oh, I can do this, I'll make this happen. That's part of it, but there's the little things that many people don't get, that they don't realize that's actually part of their psyche, their psychology, their mindset, that's blocking them and keeping to the next level. So every time you commit to growing to the next level, I will assure you, you're gonna have some beliefs that maybe you haven't adopted, and if you don't change it, you will not get to the next level. So you have to first admit that there's something, hey, in my thought process that I have to change, because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. And if you're open to that, you can take your business to an entirely new level. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Love to see if you subscribe and get to know you a lot more. If you would like more information on my mastermind, you should see the link in the description where you can come and register and apply. And we don't take everybody, and I mean that legitimately. It's not some BS stuff that people say, well, we don't take everybody. If we don't feel you're a right fit, I've had people that just, hey, I don't think you're the right fit for us. You're not at the level where you need to be investing this kind of money. We'll say, you know, watch my stuff on YouTube and come back in 6 months or a year or something like that. But we would love to have you and entertain the idea of bringing you along with us. I'm out of here. Between now and the next time we get to chat, you know what to do. And if you don't, you do now. Title of one of my books, Don't Let Others Rent Space in Your Head. Have an awesome day. We'll see you.